Well, hello, friends and soul family. Beautiful rising, good afternoon, and or lovely evening to you, wherever you are, depending on the location of your rotation. Thank you for stopping by my channel. This is our August 2023 energy reading. I'll say moon energy reading. So, using the Moon Energy book, A Practical Guide to Using Lunar Cycles to Unleash Your Inner Goddess by Stephanie LaFranc, illustrated by Vic O. So, I have been doing the energy readings for the month since June, and so I will probably just be doing them up until I ran out of months. So like until May of next year because then I have gone through all of them. But so we are in August. We have just come upon August, which is so beautiful. The first thing you see is abundance and celebrating prosperity. That is the energy for excuse me, that is the, excuse me, goodness. That is the energy for August, celebrating prosperity. So we already had the August full moon. That was the reading from August 1st. So if you want to hear what that has to say, then tune in to that energy. Or to that reading, and you can see what energy that was. But we are going to go through all of the rest of the energy for August. So, the new moon, I will be doing that when the new moon occurs, but for now, we're going to stick with the witch's moon. So, the August witch's moon is harvest, and it is the time of benedictions. So, the August moon gets its harvest moon name from the golden color of wheat. She is linked to fertility and has a vast field of activity because she brings both material abundance through the harvest and spiritual abundance through self fulfillment. She invites you to enjoy this, be thankful for it, revitalize, and grow in strength, creativity, and motivation. There you go. Okay. She is connected to the earth and indicates a time to take stock of what you have learned, think about how to develop it further, and prepare new harvests. In a more tangible sense, this is the moment to harvest and dry herbs that will remind you of these hot days bursting with energy for the second half of the year. Under this lunar influence, you will follow the path of oh my gosh, okay. Under this lunar influence, you will follow the path to your origin and the heart of your innermost self. Enjoy the fruits of what you prepared in March during the Crow moon when you brought out the seeds you kept safe during the fall and winter. The wheel of seasons has turned, and here you are under this moon, about to harvest what you will dry and protect for the next 6 months. This sense that a cycle is ending is especially strong during the last days of August, and this gives you a chance to make a new start even though energies are beginning to decrease. This moon connects you to the past and future, so make sure you are anchored in the present. Look at this look at the 6 months that have gone by to find the lessons your journey has taught you. Learn to find abundance in everything so that even difficult things can be seen as important experiences. The idea of a cycle of both death and resurrection is at the core of the harvest moon. Beneath the powerful energies of the harvest moon, take a step back and pause to think. Examine your personal harvest. What you have dedicated yourself to for the past several months is now up for review. What will your first harvest be? In the same way you give thanks to nature honor your own efforts and potential, and be aware of how far you have already come. Love it. I love it. There is a lot of harvesting this year, and well, okay, every year. I mean, this time of year. And so, as I mentioned, to think about what was going on for you in March, and whatever was happening then is has come to blossom at this time. So, it could be anything. So, use the moon and its cycles as a metaphor to what you have experienced within your own journey. So, okay, so the August pagan festival is, oh my gosh, Lug Nasda, Nasad, Lug Nasad. Yeah, okay. So, this major Sabbath is often called Lammas and is present in Celtic, Anglo-Saxon, and Native American cultures, to mention only a few. For the Hopi tribe, August is the month of the snake dance, a ritual of death and rebirth. The men dance with live snakes in their mouths to ask the gods to bring fertility to the community. It is a time when humanity chooses to celebrate nature and its abundance with joy and sharing, often around a meal. Lughnasadh is the first of three harvest festivals and is followed by Mabon, the celebration of the mid-harvest autumn equinox, and Samhain, the last harvest of the year, October 31st. It pays homage to Mother Earth's generosity and the festival energies that are at their peak. This is a season of profound gratitude when you can understand your bond to the earth in a tangible way and admire, with hope, the harvest that communities will depend on for survival in the months to come. This festival is the climax of the season between the summer solstice and the autumn equinox, and is a transition between the ascending and burning energies of summer and the descending and prescient energies of autumn. This is a time of transformation, a portal between ending and beginning, during which you observe the changes taking place in nature as well as those taking place in your life. To celebrate your union with the earth and your reconnection to yourself, use your hands and their creative power. Knead bread that will become round and golden like the sun to honor its light. Roman priestesses practiced this ritual by baking moon bread as an offering to Diana. The host in the Catholic religion is a continuation of this motif. Meditate with your hands clasped together, dance hand in hand with others, and give free rein to natural creations like flower garlands and rock mandalas. Collect natural objects that will enrich your altar after being charged in the solar energies of the season. Driftwood, meditation sticks, stones, shells, dried flowers, feathers, leaves, etc. So, yeah, I feel that this is the energy that I've been feeling with like the shift of the seasons. As we are leaving one season and going into the next, we go from this burning, well, not burning, but this very warm to like a cool and relaxing, just even weather. So, yeah, I love that so much. So, ancestral bread ritual. You will need 2/3 cup organic wheat flour, 3/4 cups organic corn flour, 2¼ teaspoons instant yeast, 1 teaspoon salt, 2 teaspoons sugar, 2 eggs, half a cup melted butter, and 8.5 fluid ounces of milk. You will use an oven preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius, a round dish, and incense. Your round loaf, made from corn flour, is a symbol of the sun, the wheel of the year, and the chakras. Open the circle and, if you wish, burn the incense to incarnate the sun. Its energetic properties are calming and harmonizing. I had no idea that this had a recipe in it, that this book has a recipe in it. That is so great. Okay. Mix together the flours and yeast. In another bowl, beat the eggs while adding the sugar, salt, melted butter, and milk. Combine with the dry ingredients. Pour the mixture into a mold and bake for 45 minutes. Finish by giving thanks to nature and close the circle. Serve the bread warm during a shared meal. Set aside a piece to give back to the earth as an offering. Yes. So, it doesn't say anything about kneading the bread, which is interesting, or, letting it rise or anything. I guess we just, do it as it says. So, that's awesome. So, the August plant spirit is vervain. So, we have all heard about this one. I mean, I know that I've heard a lot about vervain. So, let's see how this plant spirit is worked for August. Okay. Names: vervain, Verbena officinalis. Okay. Vervain is also known as the holy herb, Simpler's joy, and herb of the cross. It grows primarily in Europe, North Africa, and Asia, and can reach up to 30 inches in height. Its pink or blue flowers grow in spikes. It is often found along trails, outside forests, and in hilly areas. Vervain is filled with high energies and is ready to harvest when it blooms under a summer new moon and when Sirius, a mythical star important in Greek and Egyptian cultures, is rising. So, I don't believe that Sirius is a myth. It is an actual star. But, yeah, okay, here we go. Properties. Along with mistletoe, selago, and samolus, vervain is one of the four foundational medicinal plants that have been used since antiquity. The Druids used to add it to their lustral water. Vervain is a panacea, I don't know, known for its digestive benefits and is effective for calming anxiety and promoting relaxation. It can also be administered during a fever. Pregnant women are advised against using it. Symbolism. Romans associated this plant with Venus, goddess of love. It became an ingredient in love potions, and anyone who drank or ate its leaves risked being bewitched. By extension, vervain was believed to protect the home and bring good luck. It was used to bless festival sites as well as marriage banquets, and leaves were often slipped into children's pockets or shoes to ensure their good fortune and health. Its evocative names in French, sorcerer's herb, enchantment herb, are evidence of its connection to magical properties. Vervain facilitates divination and prophecy and stimulates creativity. It has also been used to purify altars. So, there is some vervain information for those of you who are interested in it. So, it doesn't grow in the US apparently, but I'm sure. I think when it says like where it grows, I think that is meaning where it naturally grows. I'm sure that there could be a way to plant it here in the U.S. if you were to have a medicinal garden or, something to that effect. So, yeah. So, our August feminine archetype is Ishtar, the fierce woman. Also called Inanna, this Mesopotamian deity was one of antiquity's most important goddesses. She was revered by the Babylonians and Assyrians as an astral deity and was symbolized by a star with 8 branches as early as 3000 BC. She was the daughter of Sin, the moon god, but she gradually took his place as the primary lunar deity. Her cult spread to several different regions, and she has various names in each place. She also shares characteristics later seen in Venus, Aphrodite, and Demeter. Ishtar is incredibly radiant because she personifies the woman in every stage of her expansion, seduction, joy, and fertility. She is a free woman, a lioness, and a virgin goddess in the original sense of the word, sexually experienced and independent from all male domination. She represents feminine desire, and votive objects like gold and silver yonis are often dedicated to her. In the patriarchal universe of the time, she broke with convention and stood before men without apologizing for her contradictions. She embodies love but also enjoys war and confrontation. The yin yang polarities are quite pronounced in Ishtar, and she was often referred to as both male and female. She does not have a divine masculine equivalent, but her positive image of flourishing and fertility at times grows dark, embodying the sacred prostitute or witch. Her myth is part of this duality. As a moon goddess, she is capable of giving life and taking it away. It is said that Ishtar descended into the underworld to overthrow her sister, the evil Ereshkigal. Yeah, Ereshkigal, goddess of the underworld. During her descent into hell, she passed through 7 doors corresponding to the 7 days of the waning moon. At each door, she was stripped of something she was wearing until she was naked, like the black moon. These doors represent profound transformation and the layers you leave behind. In hell, she became a prisoner, and her absence, oh goodness, and her absence on earth brought about desolation. The world was sinking into an abyss and demanded that Ishtar be freed. She was not allowed to leave unless someone else was given in exchange. Her lover took her place in hell and was permitted to see her for part of the year in spring and summer. The goddess of sacred sexuality. Ishtar is the star you should follow to find the path of your sexuality and independence. Feel her awaken the fiery energy sleeping in the hollow of your belly. With her help, activate the powerful Kundalini, a vital sexual force envisioned as a snake coiled at the base of your spine. Shed yourself of unneeded layers and comments from the outside world and dance naked, celebrating the beauty of your body. Through Ishtar, find the wild woman that you are. Listen to your desire. You deserve love. That is a lot of very strong and intense energy. So, what I find in these is it's a lot of transition. There's a lot of transition in this month. It's a lot of, it does mention like the month of harvest, and yeah, it's harvesting the highest parts of who we are, the best parts of who we are, and learning and growing through that and accepting it, embracing every single part of us, embracing seeing the growth that we have experienced in, just the time from spring to now. So, wow. So that is our August energy. So if you enjoyed this reading, then feel free, or please remember to give the video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it, and it would help this video to reach out to those who need to hear this message. So if you liked this message, then please consider subscribing to the channel, where I do daily chakra energy readings, and I do these moon energy readings each month and just read from the book. So that is our August. I can't say it's August 2023 because it's just the August energy in general, but I am noting 2023 because this is the year that I am reading it. So all of these readings are intended to be timeless, meaning no matter what year and what August you are watching this, it is still relevant. So thank you so much for being here. I love you. I appreciate you. And I will see you all in the next one.